So I'm going to solve the same question now, but then using the formula. Yeah? So the question is, I invest $200 for 3 years and I get 4% per year compound interest. Yeah? How much money do I have after those 3 years? Now I calculated, showing you that, well, you find 4% of 200, that's $8. Yeah? So you have at the beginning of year 2, you have $208 in your bank account. You find 4% of that and you add that to the amount again, you find 4% of that. That's what compound interest is all about. Now I'd just like to write down a few numbers here. So I started with $200, okay, and then that became $208, okay. You see that? It had 200 and after 1 year that became 208, and that then became, so another 4% added to that, became, just gonna write it down, 216.32 cents. And that eventually became 224.97. I'll just write it down there. 224.97. Okay, and that was the compound interest, yeah? Now, what is going on between these numbers? It's 4% interest, yeah? Now, how can I, a different way of calculating the percentage of an amount, I could multiply that by 1.04, yeah, because 200 times 1.04 is going to be 208, yeah. That is 4% added to your original amount, so the 100% value plus another 4%, so times 1.04. You can check it in your calculator. 200 times 1.04 for 4%, not 1.4. That would be 40%. Now 1.04, okay, 208. Now, I think you already have that gut feeling now from 208 to 216.32. That is also multiplied by a factor of 1.04. Have a look there. 208 times 1.04 indeed is 216.32. And 216.32, so I'm getting there. Again, times 1.04 is going to give you that final answer. So again, compound interest. The amount of money I'll have, the amount of money I have at the end is my starting number, my starting value, which is in this case 200, times the percentage increase, so 1.04 in this case, to the power 3, because I do that 3 years, as you can see, 1, 2, for 3 years. So 200 times 1.04 to the power 3, and that will give me the answer straight away of £224.97. Okay, so in general, if you have to calculate compound interest, you can say, let me grab a new piece of paper for you. So for compound interest, the amount of money you have equals, let's say your starting money. So, okay, we'll do P. 1 plus R over 100 to the power T. That's the formula the book gives me, and gives you, perhaps they use slightly different letters, but which means your starting value. So for, again, if I go back to our example, that was $200 times, in those brackets, that means times 1 plus, how much percent did I get? 4%, to the power T, the amount of years, or units time you're going to invest it, 3 in our case. So our starting capital, that's going to give me 1.04 to the power 3. Okay, and again, that will give us then our answer of 224 pounds, or dollars I should say, and 97 cents. Okay, so you can calculate that using these slightly longer calculations. So you're adding the interest every time, you find 4%, and you find 4% of that compounded value, and that is what compound interest is all about. okay? But if you understand that, then you can perhaps use the formula. So you have a starting value and you times it by 1.04, yeah, 1.04. And not just once, no, I times it by 1.04 again for 2 years, and I times it by 1.04 again for 3 years. And if it would be 4 years, I would times it by 1.04 again to get the total money after 4 years. Yeah, so the general formula is the amount of money you have is your starting value times 1 plus your interest divided by 100, so 1.04 in our case. If I would get 7%, it would be 1.07, yeah, to the power of the amount of units, time, years usually you invested. Okay, I hope that was useful. It's a lot of words. You're going to try it yourself a couple of times now and you'll be alright. Okay, otherwise leave me a comment. I'll help you. See you later.